My name is Joe. Welcome to the 411th episode of the Joe is Hungry channel, pre-assembled, deep fried to perfection, right here within the city limits of Fairmount, Georgia. Once again, it's time for the weekly Joe is Hungry birthday shout-outs. Arabella, Caden, Chris and Nash, John, Matt, Shagan and Damian, Demarius, Elias, Ryan and Jackson, Ethan, Emily, Kaylee, and Roger M. from Mexico City. Happy birthday to everybody. The food poll results are in. The people have spoken. So this week you're sending me to Taco Bell to check out the new menu item, the limited time offer, the new cheesy chicken Crispanada. This new Taco Bell creation is inspired by the classic Empanada, which is a crescent-shaped, savory pastry made from dough, deep fried or baked, and filled with many different ingredients. Originating from Spain and Portugal, dating back to the mid-1500s. The Taco Bell cheesy chicken Crispanada is made of shredded chicken thigh and breast meat, melted Monterey Jack, cheddar, and mozzarella cheese, marinated in Mexican spices, garlic, tomatoes, and onions, wrapped in deep fried pastry dough, and comes with spicy ranch dipping sauce that can be exchanged for sour cream, nacho cheese, avocado ranch sauce, creamy chipotle sauce, and for a 60-cent upcharge, guacamole dip. Each one of these will filch $3.49 out of your already thinning wallet, make it a Taco Bell box for $9.99 before taxes in Georgia. Each one of these Taco Bell Hot Pockets will add 280 calories to your daily diet profile. I have the stats on the screen and in the description below. And no surprise here, they've done it before. Taco Bell chooses to conceal the serving weights from the general public. I even reached out to customer service and got their usual response. So is this a good deal? Is this just overpriced deep fried pastry? Another marketing ploy? Well, because of this omission, we're gonna have to wait till later in the video when we do the Joe is Hungry weight test and calculate the actual out the door fast food price per ounce. So let's stop wasting time and roll the drive-thru at Taco Bell in Cartersville, Georgia.
Hi, how are you?
Pretty good.
I can help you.
Yeah, could I get 3 Crispanadas?
3 of them?
Yeah,
All right.
that's it.
It's gonna be $18.67.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
I've got my Crispanadas. Let's pull off to the side and do the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Crispanada number 1 is 181.0 degrees Fahrenheit. Crispanada number 2 is 184.1 degrees Fahrenheit. Crispanada number 3 is 179.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Well, Taco Bell, you kind of surprised me a little bit here. Maybe you're turning over a new leaf. Maybe you actually pulled these right out of the fryer. Hopefully, because today you pass the Joe is Hungry temperature test. Now it's time to get into a little bit more in-depth examination. Break out the knives, get ready for a Joe is Hungry dissection, head back to the studios and do the Joe is Hungry weight test. Today, we're gonna do something a little bit different. These things come with a condiment included. So I'm gonna weigh them once with the condiment and once without. And I'm gonna take off at the packaging for each individual weight. In other words, I'm gonna set the tare on the scales. Crispanada number 1 with condiment weighs in at 4.20 ounces. Crispanada number 1 without condiment weighs in at 3.00 ounces. Crispanada number 2 with condiment weighs in at 4.35 ounces. Crispanada number 2 without condiments weighs in at 3.10 ounces. Crispanada number 3 with condiment weighs in at 4.30 ounces. Crispanada number 3 without condiments weigh in at 3.10 ounces or 91 grams. The weights are very close. Of course they would be. These things are machine made, probably frozen off-site, sent to the store, reheated, and served. But today, they pass the Joe is Hungry consistency weight test. Now, I'd like to test them a little more, but Taco Bell chooses to omit the serving weights. And with the size of this thing, I can kind of see why, but that only leaves one more little test to do. That would be add them all up, average them out, do the math, and you come up with a with the condiments, and that's how it really should be, 86 cents an ounce. Take away the condiments, and you're gonna pay $1.14 an ounce. So now it's time to do the one and only, the Joe is Hungry big reveal. This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looks like, and this is what it's supposed to look like. We've seen what it looks like, and we saw how much it was. And it does look like its advertised photo. Not very flattering if you ask me. But anyway, that only leaves one more test to go, and that would be the one and only, and you know what it is. The Joe is Hungry bite test. So it is. Bite test, engage. Well, one thing for sure, it definitely needs its dipping sauce. It kind of helps cover up the dryness. I can taste the savory cheese sauce with a touch of heat. It's gooey in the center and dry around the edges. They seem to go a little bit light on the chicken, but I can still taste it. I got Tacobell sour cream instead of the dipping sauce, and I can tell you, their sour cream, to me, is kind of low grade. It can't hold up against Daisy. You may ask, does this hold up well when you get it home? Well, let's bend a little time, peer into the void, see if Shadow Joe has an opinion, and do the Joe is Hungry Sneakadoodle Bite.
Sneakadoodle Bite number 1. Sneakadoodle Bite number 2. Sneakadoodle Bite number 3. What do you think, bub? Huh?
I was sort of waiting on you to tell me.
Well,
Wow, he's being nice.
very cheesy, kind of lacks a little bit of chicken, could be a little bit bigger, kind of dry around the edges. Let's move on with this video.
Well, when we got our little mind meld thing together, the consensus is eat it when you're there, eat it when you get it home. Eat it tomorrow, next week. Just heat it up and away you go. And speaking of heat, you know, I know this thing passed the temperature test, but because it's dry around the edges, I sort of suspect that this thing was maybe re-dropped or reheated. And I say this because when I ordered my Sneakadoodle Bites, I actually ordered 2 extra Sneakadoodle Bites because these things are kind of small. But when I got up to the window, they said they only had 4 ready instead of 5, and it would take a while. So I, of course, opted for 4. Any of you Taco Bell people out there, if you're listening, enlighten me. Set me straight, leave it in the comments, and now it's time to give this thing a score. If you don't know my scale is 1 to 10, 9 being the best. Anything above 9 is a once-in-a-lifetime experience and almost never achieved. 5 and down is it all too familiar, slippery slope to the pits and depths of fast food hell. So let's go ahead and give this the number that it truly deserves. Less for more. This is a mid product at best on a good day. It is edible. It does not have a bad flavor. So today, Taco Bell, I'm gonna have to go 5.0. That is my number. This is my review, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.